Hey everyone, it's BJD Doll Fam here, and welcome to my first video on this channel. So today I have a very special unboxing for you guys, and this is the first doll that we're unboxing on this channel, and this is my first doll from this company specifically. So I'll take this box up here. You can see the logo here. If you already know, then you know. And if you look right on this side, Smartdoll by Danny Chu is written right here on the side. So I have a Smartdoll for you guys, and this is the first one on this channel, and we're unboxing this together. I'm extremely excited for this because today is June the 5th, by the way, Sunday, June 5th, and I ordered this doll, I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday this past week, and she is already here in my hands. I am super excited. I would say I'm nervous, but I'm really more excited than anything. So the special thing about Smartdolls, let me go ahead and start unboxing this because I know you guys have seen these boxes before. I'm not the first person to do an unboxing of a Smartdoll on YouTube ever, and I know for a fact this is probably not going to be my last unboxing of Smartdolls on this channel because I absolutely have fallen in love with this company and Danny and his work with Smartdolls. And you're probably wondering, why am I unboxing a Smartdoll on a BJD channel? And I will tell you, these are actually ball jointed dolls. They're different than the standard that you might actually see at conventions or, at meetups and stuff like that, because these aren't made of resin. They're not strung, so they don't have a string in them like most ball jointed dolls. They are vinyl, and this is a lot harder to multitask apparently, to use scissors and to cut this tape. Anyway, they're not like your standard ball jointed doll because they're made of vinyl. The whole thing is made of vinyl, and they're not resin, so they're not cast and stuff like that. And like I said, they don't have strings. They have a spine, I guess you could say, like an internal spine for them to pose and stuff. And that's really the difference, I guess, that you could say between the two. But they're just as customizable, so you can buy clothes for them, you can get wigs for them, and you can make the doll pretty much your own. Now, as I said in the beginning of this, is really hard to unbox this and multitask, so I apologize, you guys. So, as I said in the beginning of this video, the reason that I've become so obsessed with this brand lately is because of the way Danny makes these products. So when you buy a Smartdoll for the first time directly from Danny online, there's an email that's sent to you, and in this email it says, to be on the lookout for an email from an actual live human, and it's not automated. And he asks you a couple of questions because he wants to make sure that the doll is going to the right type of owner. Now, at the current moment, to get a Smartdoll with a conversion rate of US dollars to yen, I obviously live in the United States, so the conversion rate is in our favor right now. And the last time I checked, and this was yesterday, I think for 1 Japanese yen, it is about 77 cents US, between 77 and 79 cents US. So the doll itself retails for about 52,000 yen, and that translates to about $470 US, give or take. So Anyway, back to the email. He sends you a question. I'm really excited. So he asked you a question based on how you heard about the company and, you know, what has you interested in these types of dolls, things like that. Because again, he wants to make sure it's going to the right type of owner, and he also wants to make sure you as an owner are not going to have what he calls buyer remorse, or what anyone generally calls buyer remorse, where you purchase this, but then you're like, it's such a large purchase and I don't know, and you kind of question the financial decision to make the purchase, and then you regret it, then you want to return it, things like that, and it's kind of a pain in the neck to even attempt to try and do that. So he goes through and asks you questions along those lines, and then, you know, depending on how you respond, he'll either proceed with your order or cancel it. And this is only, I do need to preface, this is only for first-time buyers do you get that email. So now that I've already gotten this, and I've purchased this doll, future purchases I'm not going to have that kind of interaction. So I do need to preface that it is a one-time thing. Anyway, it was shipped out on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on the time zone difference, because, like, again, this company does reside in Japan, so there may be a little bit of a timing thing depending on when you purchase and when it ships out. But I got this in 4 or 5 days. The original shipping said it was supposed to come in on the 7th, and like I said, it is June 5th, sorry. So it is 2 days ahead of the estimated schedule from DHL, which was amazing. And it's a Sunday, and they delivered it to me. Again, I know shipping may vary, and by the time you watch this video or are watching this video, it could be a different scenario. The same thing with the conversion rate for yen to US dollars. So this is just kind of a good historical thing to document. And I'm rambling, and I need to get into this doll. I'm excited. I keep looking at this bag. I just need to get into it. So anyway, in the box here, you have the iconic, like, canvasy bag, and it says keep calm and carry a smart doll. And I love this. From my understanding, this is a newer bag than what was sent out before, but it is a very nice reusable canvas carry bag, and it is a very nice quality too. And there's only 2 seams on the side. The one before, I think, had seams in all the corners, so it was more square, where this is a little more rounded, just because of how the seams and stuff work. And oh gosh, I saw it, I'm excited. So this is the standard packaging. It'll come in the box, and then it comes in this canvas bag, and it has your doll and a box of accessories as well. So this is like the additional Smartdoll box. It's got the Culture Japan and Smartdoll logos all over it, and then it has the doll itself. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm gonna say that like 50 million times. You guys are probably like, just hurry up with the unboxing already. I'm getting there. So here is the doll. So she comes kneeling down. So this is her while she's standing. For those who are in the ball jointed doll community, then you will know that the Smart Doll here, the Smart Doll is about the one-third scale of a doll. So she's about 24 inches, I believe. Oh, and she's so pretty. Oh my goodness, she is so pretty, you guys. And this doll specifically, as you can see, is a little different than normal because, let me zoom up here, she has birthmarks on her. That's what these little spots are. These are all birthmarks. The doll's name is Valiant, and this version is this is a new version of the doll, actually, or a newer version. There's two different kinds. There's this kind, which is the SemiReal, and then there is an anime version of this doll. And the SemiReal, as you can see already, kind of has a lot of the anime kind of proportion. Like, she does kind of look like an anime doll, but she has a more realistic look to her than the anime one. So the anime one would have bigger eyes, and I actually believe the marking on her face is a little different on that one as well. But she is gorgeous. I love her already. And back to, while we're here on the topic of the doll and I have her in my hands, so the part of this company that I actually really, really appreciate is their inclusivity and their representation. So this is one example. They have another doll, I believe, I want to say her name is Liberty. I believe the doll's name is Liberty. And she is in the cocoa skin tone, so she is darker skin tone, but she has, is it vitiligo? So she also kind of has similar markings. They're not the exact same, but she would have that where, you know, her skin is cocoa, but then she has the markings that are lighter, where the melanin doesn't show on her. And I think it is absolutely phenomenal. And there's other things that Danny does with the dolls too that are very inclusive and representing oh my god, I can't talk, guys, I'm sorry. That he uses for representation in his dolls. So for example, he has like a little inhaler that you can get for your doll, cochlear implants, hearing aids, even they're not crutches, but they're canes, like the canes that lock onto your arm and things like that. And he makes those as accessories for the dolls, or as I said before, in that email that he sends to you, if you're buying this doll for a loved one or a child that may have one of those ailments, and he'll include it with the doll. In that conversation that you have with him, he may include it with your doll for free. So I think that is absolutely amazing and fantastic, to have that kind of representation and availability for dolls like that, because mass market dolls and Barbies and Monster High and stuff like that you find in a department store, they're not going to have those kinds of imperfections that make us human. You know, it is what it is. But that is one of the many things that I'm just absolutely obsessed with this company over, because she is gorgeous and I can't stop staring at her. This is amazing, you guys. This is amazing. So I'm gonna put Valiant over here for a second. Actually, let me see if I can get her to stand up on her own. Do some wiggling around here, see if I can get her to do it. Okay, yeah, see, I'll get her to stand for right now. And that's Valiant. I think I've actually decided on a name for her, and I think her name is going to be Reilly. And yeah, I think her name's going to be Reilly. And from my understanding and research, Reilly translates roughly from Irish or Gaelic to like courage. And if you've been on the Smartdoll website and you've looked at Valiant and you've read her story, which by the way made me cry, you will understand why that is very important. And what made me connect to the doll the most was that story that Danny wrote for Valiant, and how she was bullied in school for her birthmarks, and you know, she did what she could to hide them, and you know, accepting who she really is. With it being Pride Month right now, and me also being a member of the Alphabet Mafia, as we like to speak, stories like that make a very large impact on everyday lives. And I will say I was very moved by it, and that was one of the reasons I had decided on her for that backstory alone. Anyway, going back to our little accessory box. So I opened up our little, looks like a shoe box, but our little accessory box. I did not buy any additional clothing or accessories from Danny this time around, and that was just personal decision. And I actually found clothes, which I'll get to after we're done with this. I did find some clothes that are from Culture Japan, from a retailer in the United States that sells them. So if you're not wanting to buy directly from Danny for whatever reason, there is an option in the United States as a retailer that you can also purchase from. Anyway, as I was saying, let's get into the accessories, because I probably forgot what I was rambling about anyway, which is fine. But in the accessory box, standard with your doll, so as you can see, she comes with kind of like a sports bra and panty set out of the box. And in the accessories box, that I like to call it, this box is going to be like if you were to purchase any clothes or additional hand parts, eyeballs, wigs, whatever, this is the box that it's going to come in with your doll in the same order. Luckily, if everything was put together, I know sometimes that's not how it always works, but it's usually going to go into that box. But standard with your doll comes this with her sports bra and panty set. She tried to fall over. The telescopic stand, and it opens up pretty far actually. And what this stand does, it plugs into the back of the doll here, just kind of like so. And what it does is, for like what we were trying to do a second ago, where we were trying to get her to stand on her own, if she decides she doesn't want to cooperate, you can plug the little stand in that little porthole in her back, and then she will stand for you no problem. And you can adjust it because it's telescopic. You can kind of rotate it into certain angles if you're trying to get like action poses and stuff like that. And overall, it's actually a really nifty thing, and one of the main reasons I got this as well, for photography and things like that. I love that it comes with the doll stand. And the next thing that she comes with is her wig. Now, if you go onto the website, the wig that she is pictured with on the website is generally the wig that they are going to give you. And she had like an ash blonde brown kind of wig on in those default pictures, and that's the wig that she should have gotten. I got a lavender wig because during that time when I ordered her, they did not have the wig that she was pictured with, and they replaced it with a different one. That happens sometimes, especially with dolls that are really popular or end up selling out. So I know they had a doll on there, her name was Anomaly, a zombie doll that was named Anomaly, and she had a short wig and I believe a long wig, and when she first came out in their galactic blue color and she sold out so quickly, I don't think they had enough wigs made. in for her. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to put this wig on the floor for a second. And this is going to be graphic, but I'm going to rip her head off. As it pegs on and it comes off really easily. Just so I can put the wig on. Just from the tutorials that I've watched Dan do. But anyway, go ahead and we got the wig on there. I'm trying to grab it by the wig cap and not the fibers. Let's try this again. I haven't gotten this down yet. I'm still new. But anyway, get it down. There we go. Pull that to get it down behind the head. There we go. There we go. Okay. Takes a minute to get used to, but once you get it, you got it. But anyway, there's elastic on the wig, so it won't come off very easily from the head, which is again the hard part of me getting it there and figuring it out. And you don't want to pull by the hair fibers if you can help it. You want to pull by the elastic that's provided. Because everything, as I said before, on these dolls are handmade. So the casting of the vinyl is hand poured. The painting is done by hand. The parts themselves, when they come out of the molding process, there's somebody there that has like an X-Acto knife and stuff, and they cut the pieces. So everything is done by hand, and that's another part in that little questionnaire that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that is mentioned about, hey, that the doll is perfectly imperfect, as I like to say, and that it's going to have flaws. It's not going to be exactly like it is in the stock photo, and that's just because they're not mass-produced dolls like a Barbie or anything like that. So essentially, you can say that your doll is a one-of-a-kind, so to speak. So just kind of getting her together for the moment right now, and I'm absolutely in love with her. I love the hair. This is exactly what I wanted her to look like. This is fantastic. Yeah, oh, this is great. So yeah, this is Valiant. I forgot to mention, she's in the cinnamon skin tone. So there's 3 different skin tones that are always available in the store, which is cinnamon, tea, and coffee. And it's literally the different, cocoa, apologize. That are the different skin tones. So we have cinnamon, which is the lightest skin tone, and then you have tea, which is more tan, and then you have cocoa, which is your richer, your darker skin tone of the 3. And as of right now, there is one additional skin color, but she is like a special skin tone. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I'm sorry. A special skin color, and it is their Interstellar Blue. And they're getting ready to also release Interstellar Gray soon. We don't know exactly when, but there are some prototypes in the Interstellar Gray that Danny has been taking pictures of. So the gray is soon to come. And yeah, so it's so amazing, the inclusion and representation it's just there. And then you have like your fantasy colors and things like that, and I cannot have anything more positive to say than the experience that I've had so far. So that was what I got from Culture Japan directly. So the next part that I was talking about was some clothes. Now, you can buy clothes directly from Culture Japan on the Smartdoll website. and they're all, again, made by hand, so hand sewn, hand cut, like the patterns, everything is done by hand. And there was some items that I could have gotten from there, but I ended up buying them from the one United States retailer that I know of, and it is Fabric Friends and Dolls, I believe. Here's the business card that was sent to me. Iris is the owner of this business. I believe it's in Gaithersburg, Maryland is where it is located, their physical store, but they do ship throughout the United States. I don't know if they ship international, but they are a retailer for Culture Japan and Smartdoll. So the clothes that you see on the Smartdoll website, you may also see in that retail store. And the prices, I will say, admittedly, the prices may be different. And in this case, the conversion rate with the clothes, when I did the math to buy the clothes and have them shipped to me from Iris, and to buy the clothes and have them shipped to me from Smartdoll directly, I think it was maybe a $2 or $3 difference. So it really didn't matter where I got the items from at the end of the day. Granted, it could be different depending on conversion rates and stuff like that, but as of right now, when I got these items, they were a couple dollars more expensive. But again, it's nothing against Iris or that business, because I actually love these clothing items. So the first thing that I got was this. It's a tank top sweater, and it is in rust orange, which you actually cannot get this shirt on Smartdoll right now. I think it was discontinued or decommissioned, and it doesn't exist there anymore. And this is something that I actually really, really wanted when I saw it, and they had it in the Fabric Friends and Doll store, and I went ahead and just purchased it because I knew I wasn't going to find it anywhere else. And the secondhand market for this was probably going to be a lot more than what I spent. So there is that. And then the other two things that I got were the stain prevention inner, they're not, I guess you could say they're panties. They're more like boy shorts. They also have these in a legging as well. And it's the stain prevention, so when you have clothes like this, which you can't really see it all that well, but they're like cargo shorts. Some of the darker toned fabrics may end up staining the vinyl on your doll. And they always recommend you wash the clothes, and if you buy from Culture Japan, Danny is normally good about letting you know in the description if there is a risk of staining for these products. Usually they don't, but it's always better to be safe than sorry, because trying to get a stained vinyl doll clean is astronomically hard from my understanding, so it's not worth the hassle. So I bought these for now to clothe Reilly here. And the other thing that I got, which I think was a good bulk purchase, I went on Amazon and I searched for some doll shoes, and I have a whole pack here. It was about, I think, $8 for this whole thing, and there's about 10 pairs of, they're like doll Converse shoes, and it's in a rainbow of colors. So this is just for temporary reasons. I didn't buy any from Culture Japan or Fabric Friends and Dolls just because of the cost of the shoes. Again, everything's handmade, so the shoes were a little bit more expensive than what I wanted to spend right now, and spending $8 on a bundle of sneakers for the time being, I think is totally fine. I know I'm not the only one that budgets my outfits and doll purchases that way, so it's just a financial decision as to why I did it. But anyway, we got shoes over there, we got clothes. Let me go ahead and put the clothes on her real quick. So as you saw before, oh, pardon me, I had to decapitate her. And we're gonna do that again. pull that off. There we go. Put her head to the side with the wig on it. And we're going to take her arms out. So those are pretty easy. They're just like little pegs. And take this arm out. Kind of have to be a little rough with it, but not enough that's gonna break it or do any major damage. So, as you can see, the arms just kind of unpeg. And then you have the top here. Let me turn her around for a second. We don't want doll nudity on the YouTube. I don't want to get demonetized. This is my first video. I'm saying demonetized like I'm gonna make money on this. I'm not, but you know, for the YouTube purposes, I don't want this to get taken down. So at this point, because we've taken the arms and the head off, if I wanted to change the bust, because you can get alternate chest sizes, it would just pop off, and like you see right here, there's the internal spine to the doll, and the top part, like I said, is made out of vinyl. But we're not changing any of that, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave the top part on here. And like I said, we're not gonna... I was debating on if I was going to leave the sports bra and panties on her, but because I have the new clothes, I think they're going to look fine without. So we're going to go ahead and just do that while we're here. And this is kind of how it's recommended you put the doll clothes on, especially for stuff with like longer sleeves so you don't mess up the doll. You just take the arms off, pop the head off, go ahead and slide all of this on, and okay, yeah, this is perfect. Oh, this is beautiful. Love this, love this, love this. Okay, and then we can go ahead and take our arms, kind of get everything together. Just go ahead and get that popped in. There we go. Take this one, do the same thing. Kind of find the hole here. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so we got that popped in. So that's good. You can see the back there with the shirt. Let me take the stand out so we can change her bottoms. Now for this part, we don't have to take her legs off. I don't think there's a reason for you to take her legs off. But I'll sit her right here. We'll do the stain prevention because it is a darker fabric. Okay, so we'll do the stain prevention first. Get this on. And I do also need to say, from my understanding of the dolls as well, if you were to buy, say like the jeans, for example, they tend to be like really form-fitting to the doll. So it may be a little more difficult for you to get them on, which is again the reason for the stain prevention clothing, is so that you can put that stuff on, and when you're putting the like tighter fitting clothes like the jeans, or in my case right now I have these cargo shorts that I feel like if I didn't have the proper prevention, that it would probably stain the vinyl from being so tight. But we'll go ahead and put these on. And as you can already see, they are a little tight. You kind of have to wiggle them and maneuver them a little bit because the material that they're made out of is very much like a denim, almost like a regular denim material. But they are, oh goodness, they are tight. Okay. Get that on, and let's see if I can get, looks like the stain prevention's got a little bundled up there. So let's try this again. I apologize, you guys. Hold on one second. This is my first time trying to dress a Smartdoll, so it's not perfect the first time, I'm sure, for everyone. Let's try this again. Because again, the doll is she's very curvy. And I know a lot of the stuff just kind of barely fits. Like I said, the legging, or not the leggings, the jeans and stuff like that, like sometimes barely fit, and you have to kind of maneuver them to get them on. These are no exception. Kind of have to maneuver them and manipulate them a little bit to get them to kind of do what you want. Like I said, these kind of bunched up. That's fine, because now we can readjust from here. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna cut this out, so. Anyway, as you can see, we finally got her dressed. I'm sorry that took so long, but her shorts were giving me in trouble. But she's got her stain prevention shorts on, and then she's got her cargo shorts on. She's got a little orange knit, like, camisole tank top shirt going on, which I think is gorgeous. I think the only thing I may do as like an edit, I may do like a cross for her shoulders, kind of like behind the neck kind of thing, or I may just do like a crossover, just because, or find something that I can use to clasp this back, just because I find that with the default chest size that the doll comes with, it fills out just fine, but the straps want to keep falling over her shoulders, which again it's not a problem, at least for me, but it may be for other people, and I think I may just want to tie it in the back just so it looks kind of more like a halter. But anyway, she's super cute. Like I said, her posing and stuff is really great. She's got the spine, like internal spine, and like the doll, she's just stunning. I can't talk about this company enough, or this doll enough. Again, this is my first one and my first unboxing with you guys on this channel. I do hope to see you guys in the future, and I hope that you guys hit a like and follow and come back. I am going to unbox more Smartdolls in the future for sure. I already know that there's a gray doll that's going to come out that I absolutely love, and I'm obsessed with her, and I'm going to want her. So she's going to be on this channel, and she's going to be unboxed. I have other resin ball jointed dolls that are already in my collection now that I can also do like reviews and stuff for, if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, this is just kind of like a little safe haven-y place, and just a place to come and relax and just see different things. I can't talk enough about the dolls. I can't talk enough about the experience that I've had so far, like with Danny, and you know, just in general with the company. I think it's a great idea. I think these are actually potentially even great for children. However, I will say at the cost point, you want to make sure it's for an older... Oh, she almost fell over. Sorry, guys. I will say, if it's for a child, to make sure it's for an older child, just because of the investment that's going to come with the doll, because it is not like a cheaper doll that you can find that's like a Barbie or whatever at Target for cheap. So I do want to note that, but otherwise everything about this doll is gorgeous. I can't talk about it enough. Again, I'm rambling at this point and repeating myself. You guys have already heard it all. But yeah, I'm going to end the video now. I hope you guys enjoyed this today as much as I have. And again, I hope to see you guys back real soon. So thank you. Bye.